friends, and welcome to TurtleQueenGaming, and back to If My Heart Had Wings. Katori just received a love letter, and it's so cute! Oh, it's so cute! But, I don't know. We'll have to see what she thinks about it, I guess. You look kind of happy about it. That's not true. I feel the same as always. What does that even mean? Miyata, huh? He's not a bad person. That's true, he's a bit dense sometimes, but he's a hard worker. Is he nice? Yeah, probably. I see. I thought you were going to turn him down right away, but I guess not. Huh? Yeah, well, I don't really know him, and I'd hate to let this chance go to waste. Katori, have you dated any boys before? No. Yeah, she was probably too young, and then her legs got hurt. How about you, Ageha? It's a secret. Huh? But she made me say it! That's a bit surprising. You're so cute. I was sure you had at least had a boyfriend before. Well, I was somewhat popular before anyway. I think I said that a second ago. So why didn't you date anyone? I wasn't really interested in that kind of thing. What's more, even if I didn't do anything, boys would come, so I thought getting a boy would be easy. If I wanted a boyfriend, I could have one whenever. That's how I felt. Had we met at that time, we probably wouldn't have been friends. I was still young and stupid. At the time, I was still a kid. And now you realize that the world isn't so simple. Yeah, I guess you could say that, but... But? It's fine. You have a nice opportunity, so take time and think about it. At least Ageha somewhat knows him. Thanks for taking me back. No, it's fine. I was able to hear an interesting story, too. Everything I said is a secret, okay? I know that, especially to Aoi, right? Of course! If he knew that I've never dated a boy, he'd laugh at me. I wonder about that. Ageha... Anyway, see you later. I'm home. I'm home, Hat. Look at this hat. I got a love letter. Amazing, huh? Hey, don't eat it. Hat, you tore it. Wow. A love letter for somebody like me. What should I do about this? I don't know. After Katori went home, I did a web search on the PC in the office. If I remember correctly, €1 is about 110 yen right now, so whoa, this is expensive. Even if I used all my savings, this will be difficult. But I have to do this. What are you looking at? A perverted site? What? Ageha had come up behind me, so it was already too late to panic. She was looking at the display from over my shoulder. A foreign glider site? Yeah, just taking a look. Oh, could it be? A cockpit for people with handicaps. I was looking at a German glider production company's website. I had been going around to different glider-related websites before and found it by chance. It seems that there are cockpits to allow people who don't have the use of their legs to fly. I cobbled together the limited information I had and finally found the site. But it's made in Germany. Wow, I can't read it. Whoa, it's so expensive! This price is prohibitive! On top of that, it doesn't seem like you can just order it either. I had read an account of a Japanese person who had bought it. It seems like they had to go through legal procedures and all kinds of annoying stuff. Yeah, because it's I don't know, it's a transportation that you're sending overseas, and there's taxes and tariffs and all sorts of nonsense. And we don't even know if this can be attached to our glider. After all, our glider has an original airframe. But if we had this, yeah, we could have Katori fly. I said that with a sigh, and Ageha laughed. What are you laughing about? You know as well as I that Katori wants to fly, right? Does she? Don't play dumb. Katori first said this around the time that Amani said we don't have enough pilots. After that, she didn't say anything else about it, even once. But looking at her, it was obvious. Has she already gone home? Yeah, I took her home without a problem. I see. How is she? I asked again. Amani made a slight surprised face. It seems she had gotten a letter, so... Oh, are you bothered by that? I wouldn't say that, but... Fine, I won't tell you. Okay, I'm bothered by it. Tell me, Miss Ageha. Well... I guess she didn't seem displeased. Saying that, Ageha took a side glance and watched my reaction. She wanted to see what kind of face I'd make and was implying something on purpose, but... I'm sure my agitation showed on my face just now. Just as I thought, Ageha smiled a cruel, complacent smile. She's going to think about it seriously. Obviously. She might actually date him. Oh, you're getting upset. You're having fun with this, aren't you? Yep. You have such a charming personality. Miyata isn't a bad person after all. If he'll make Katori happy, I think it's not a bad thing. She peeped at me. Quit watching for my reaction every time. Shouldn't you go back? She wants to be alone, so she went back early, right? So I can't just intrude on her, can I? Well, that's true. It depends on how upset you are about this. But then, you're looking around at foreign sites for Katori, so it seems a little bit... I don't have anything else to do. What am I supposed to do? Then why not go back and study for tests or something? Cut it out already. You don't have to tell me that. I'll go back in a bit. I should never have asked in the first place. While complaining, I was looking at the site in German. Picking on me. It's been a year since I started preparing the dorm dinners with Katori. I'd gotten used to it, and we were a pretty good team. But as for today... She's sighing again. She's been like this the whole time. She's missing the spirit that she always has. I wonder if she's thinking about her reply to the love letter. Thinking about that, even I got restless. Hey, don't zone out like that when you're holding a knife. Okay. Hey, are you listening? Yeah. Ouch! Now look, I told you to be careful. Kaneko, can you get the first aid kit? I called over Kaneko, who had been watching TV in the dining hall. Alright. Thank you so much. Show me the cut. Bright red blood was running down her slender, supple fingertip. Doesn't seem that deep. I wiped the blood away with the tissue and applied a bandage. Thank you. I don't know what happened to you, but don't zone out like that. Okay, I'm sorry. Katori answered while idly rubbing her fingertip, which was wrapped with the bandage. After hesitating for a bit, I spoke. If you want to talk, I'll listen. Aren't you worried about something? If you are, you can tell me. I was a bit embarrassed and said it in a bit of a blunt fashion. Katori was taken aback for a moment and then... Okay. Thank you, but it's nothing. I see. While answering, I felt a throbbing pain in my chest. It was like a small needle being pushed in. It's true. It's nothing, okay? Katori was probably panicking and follows up with this because I wasn't saying anything. Yeah, I got it. I smiled and replied, this isn't good. Ever since learning about the love letter, I felt strange. Yo. What is it? Something feels off. Really? Everything's the same as always. Are you sure? But for you to burn your food... Oh, I think this might be the first time. Burn my food! Black smoke was swirling out of the frying pan. Oh no! Why didn't you tell me earlier? Well, I thought you were making a special kind of dish. I guess I'll have to make it over. I wonder if there are ingredients left over. This was adding insult to injury. I'll help too, okay? Okay, please do. I washed the frying pan to make the main dish again. As Kaneko said, this is the first time since entering Flying Fish Manor. Since Katori is helping me, it shouldn't have taken that long, but anyway. Anyway, what are you going to do this year? About what? Summer break. Aren't you going to go home? As far as I know, Katori has only gone home once this year. And even then, was during the New Year. She'd been driven by Hibari, and it was just a day trip. I'm not going home. Amani has come back after all, so I don't have that much spare time. I see. As unnatural as it sounds, I was relieved to hear that Katori wasn't going home. It wasn't about the club activities. It was because if Katori had said that she'd spend the entire summer break at home, I would have been really lonely. Meanwhile, final exams ended and it was the last day of the first term. During the boring closing ceremony, all I could think about was Katori. It had been 2 days since she had received the love letter from Miyata. It seems that she has not replied yet. She wasn't as spirited as usual, and it seemed deeply immersed in thought pretty often. As she wasn't saying anything to me, I couldn't intrude. Even if I tried, I wouldn't have any advice for her. But it does bother me. Ageha enjoys how I hold on to these feelings I can't express and worry endlessly. By the way, I'm now alone. Ageha said she was going shopping and left before me, and the other girls from her class. With a listless expression, Katori said, I don't feel well, and left too. I guess I'll stop by the secret base and then go back. I don't have much to do, but it's better than going back to my dorm room. I was thinking about that when... Oh, this isn't good. What? After leaving the school gates, I saw Katori and Kaneko. Kaneko is kneeling down and peering at the lower portion of Katori's wheelchair. What happened? Oh, Aoi, it seems her wheelchair won't move. Is it a flat? It didn't seem like it had another flat tire. The frame is bent and the wheel is touching against it. First aid won't do anything to help this. Katori, seeing the wheelchair, had an uneasy look on her face. Hold on a sec. Trying to reassure her, I put my hand on Katori's head and took out my cell phone. At a time like this, I could rely on Anshan. Oh hey, Anshan, are you okay to talk? I explained the situation to Anshan. You really saved me, thanks. I hung up the phone and looked back at Katori. If we leave the wheelchair somewhere Anshan can find it, he says he'll pick it up and repair it. He said it probably won't even take a day. I'm glad to hear that. Finally, Katori got a look of relief on her face. If the wheelchair breaks, Katori can't go anywhere. Now we have to think about how Katori can get back to her dorm room. Shall I call a taxi? Either that or you can ride together on a bicycle. Kaneko points at a bicycle that was sitting near us. Kaneko commutes to a school by bicycle. No, that won't work. Katori can't move her legs. In other words, if she sits down, it's difficult for her to balance her body. Well then, shall I call a taxi? I want to use the bicycle! Katori suddenly spoke up. Put me on the bicycle! Why are your eyes sparkling like that? They were sparkling as much as Asa's were when she heard the word camp. Well, using a taxi costs money. And besides, I prefer using a bicycle. You can pedal, Aoi. You're in the cycle club, right? Katori? Oh, okay. I'll leave it to you, Aoi. Kaneko said this simply, left the bicycle, and started to walk. Wait, Kaneko? Kaneko waved goodbye and just walked off. It's nice of her to let us use her bicycle. I guess we have no choice. I mean, you gotta get her home. Whoa! Grab my arm, don't let go. Okay. I sat Katori sideways onto the rack of the bicycle, which was on its stand. I left the wheelchair near the school gates, where it could be seen. This would allow Anshan to get it after. There's no way someone would steal it. This is pretty high. Holding on to me, Katori was shivering. It was unstable and higher than a wheelchair, so I'm sure it was scary. Yeah, because you can't stop yourself if you fall. Do you want to go for a taxi after all? No, I want to use the bicycle. She was being stubborn as always. Okay, whatever you do, don't let go, okay? Yep, I got it. After emphasizing that point, I sat on the bicycle seat and pedaled. The bicycle slowly began to move. Whoa. We're moving! Please don't get too excited. Whoa! Katori firmly held onto my back. Yes, just keep like that. Roger. With Katori seated on the back, I glide down the gentle slope in front of the school gate. I'm going slowly, but pass by Keifu students who are walking home, one after another. Everyone was looking at Katori, who was in high spirits. Wow! Wow! Katori is famous among students at our school in a lot of ways. It was probably the first time for them to see Katori not sitting in her wheelchair. Riding a bike like this, she looked like a regular girl that you could see anywhere. Amazing, we're going fast! It's not scary? Nope, not at all. Well then, shall we take the scenic route? Sure! Hearing Katori's spirited reply, I put a bit more energy into pedaling. I branch off from the route, and I usually take and enter a different street. Eventually, the bike climbs up an embankment and goes onto the road that runs alongside the lake. The lake! From the road built on top of the embankment, one could see all the way to the cliff and on the other side of the lake. The surface of the lake sparkled brilliantly in the summer sun, and beyond that was a group of windmills. This smells great! Katori said this while feeling the wind against her skin. Bicycles are so great! I know, right? I replied, feeling as though I was being complimented directly. Aoi, you seem tired. I'm fine. I haven't ridden a bike for a while, so my body hasn't quite remembered the process yet, that's all. I must not have pedaled like this for about 2 years. The pedals of the bicycle are light, even though pedaling hard doesn't move me very far forward. This is my first time to ride a bike. Is that right? Yep. I've never ridden one before. It feels so good. If I could pedal by myself, I'm sure it'd feel even better. Yeah. I reply in a bragging manner again. Does flying in a glider feel like this too? I'm not sure about that. I'd imagine it's a looser feeling. In reality, it's faster than a bicycle, but the scenery is so great, you can't even compare it. Whoa. For a long time, I hadn't seen nature from anything but a wheelchair. Even this is so refreshing for me. Just by having my field of vision a little higher, things look so different. It's a strange feeling. Sitting on the rat, Katori straightened her back as if to stretch. Oh no! I lost my balance and became unsteady. Katori quickly grabbed onto my lower back. That was scary. I thought I was going to fall. I told you it was dangerous. I'm sorry. If she falls, she'll definitely get injured. I put my hands on Katori's, which were on my lower back, and pulled them to tighten her grip. Don't let go of me. All right. I felt Katori place her head on my back. Perhaps because she was scared, she got much closer to me than before. I was a bit embarrassed, but it's dangerous to do otherwise. I'm sweating. Sorry. No. Oh, you're sweating? No, yeah, I'm sweating. No, it's not a bad thing. Saying that, Katori pressed her chest to my back. I feel more secure doing this. I see. If Katori presses against me, she'll sweat even more. But I couldn't exactly tell her to back off. And further, I didn't object to her doing this either. Don't you feel hot? No, the wind feels good. A cool wind blew from the lake, fluttering Katori's long hair. The sounds of the wheels spinning felt good to my ears. I felt like everything around me suddenly got quiet. I wanted to enjoy this comfortable atmosphere, so I decided to stop talking and just pedal. Katori wasn't talking either. Maybe she felt the same way. Meanwhile, we were gradually getting closer to Flying Fish Manor. When we turn right on the next corner, it'll be in front of us. Hey, Katori? I heard you got a love letter. Yeah. Have you replied yet? No, not yet. I see. Why? No reason, really. I just wondered what had happened. We went silent again. This was a silence different from a moment ago. It was somehow awkward. I think I will reply tomorrow. Oh, really? Are you worried about what I'll reply with, I mean? Yeah, well, a little, I guess. Have you already decided? Not yet. I see. Katori grabbed my lower back firmly. What's wrong? Are you scared? She shook her neck so as to rub her head against my back. Doing this just makes me feel calm. I see. Me too. I began to say it, but I kept my mouth shut. This is a gravelly road, so we'll shake a bit. The bike went along the unpaved gravelly road and then entered the side road. We were almost to Flying Fish Manor. This moment of enjoyment will come to a close. Thinking about that, I suddenly felt lonely and come to a strong realization. I have a crush on Kotori. I realize this. I'm not dumb. I understand what this feeling is. The first day of summer break. It's hot. The weather is really nice again today. While I was hanging my laundry to dry, Kotori came through the entrance. Whoops. She was in her wheelchair, which Anshan had fixed and delivered the night before. Are you going out? Yeah, for a bit. I see. Come back for lunch, okay? Okay, see you. Kotori said that without looking at me and then slyly left. Like an open book, as always. Good morning. Ageha came just as Kotori left. Where's Kotori? She left already. Oh. So, shall we go too? Alright. I'm sorry. I wonder if, like, this stuff changes, like, based on whether you go down a Ageha's path, like, where you're not actually taking Kotori home or whatever. I was so happy to hear how you felt, but I can't go out with you. Why? Do you hate me? No, it's not that. I mean, I don't really know you. Sorry to have bothered you, suddenly handing you a letter over a letter like that. No, not at all. I mean, it was when I saw... I mean it when I said I was happy. So, but I can't. Are you going out with that Minaze guy after all? I mean, you're always together, right? I saw you on the bike together yesterday. No, we're not dating. Right now, my love is unrequited. My love with the sky. I can't tell whether that's like a thing that she actually did. Like she actually feels this way. Or if it was just like her nice way of letting him down. The sky? I'm in love with the sky. Okay. I don't. You can't laugh, Aoi. They'll notice us. But she said she's in love with the sky. She's speaking honestly, so you can't laugh. The poor girl. Miata is just gawking at her too. We followed her for her love confession. We're horrible people. I see. Well, then I guess it can't be helped. I mean, I'll never live up to the sky. I understand, Kotori. I'll let it go then. I'm sorry, Miata. I hope your dreams come true. Yep, I'll make it come true. Miata is leaving. Seems like they're done. Somehow I got through that without laughing. She's actually serious about what she said. She's an earnest person, but aren't you relieved? About what? About Kotori not going out with Miata. Not particularly. That Miata, he seemed like a good guy. I mean, he didn't get mad at her rejecting him or anything. Quit playing tough guy. Kotori's cute, so this will happen in the future, too. You have to hurry up and get her. Stay out of this! I mean, she's in love with the sky! I said it with a glum face, imitating Kotori. Oh no, remembering it, suddenly the urge to laugh came back. What are you guys doing here? Nothing. An uneasy air came over the area. Kotori! Darn, we've been found! You two weren't watching me, were you? Of course not, Kotori. We were just worried about you, and Yeah, we were wondering what would happen if Miata got forceful with you, but I'm relieved you let him down skillfully. Yeah, you're in love with the sky. Another great phrase has been born. Don't make fun of me! Whoa, hey, don't throw stones! Where'd you even get a stone? What's your problem? I can't be in love with whatever I can be in love with whatever I want! Oh, that's dangerous, Kotori! Your habit of throwing things when you get angry, you have to cut it out. You two are the worst for making me feel this way. Both of you are terrible. You have no sensitivity. Owie, I'll leave the rest to you. Where the hell do you think you're going? What? That's low again, huh? Whoa, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Kotori. I'll buy you ice cream. There's no way I'll forgive you. Burn in hell, you idiot. Summer break this year started with this kind of morning. Well, that's our... I seriously doubt that we were actually worried that he was going to get forceful on her, and that's why we followed her. Zero chance that that was a thing. Summer vacation has begun, and a few days have passed. The dock that Asa and Yoru lent us has better equipment than the school garage we used last summer, so the efficiency of our work skyrocketed. Thanks to that, the work to fix up the glider is going well. Yesterday, after finishing the lamination on the wings and waiting for the pitch to harden, there was a bit of spare time. So today... we went back to the beach. We had all come for a swim. Are we really going to do this? Sorry, Asa, but this is a task assigned to new members of the sorting club. A kind of initiation. While saying how over serious this was, again and I carry Asa and climb up the cliff. Asa, don't let go of the life preserver, you'll die! Kotori and Hat, who had jumped in earlier, calls from below. Hey! Yoru! You can do it, Asa! That's really nice of her, sister. Forsaken even by Yoru, Asa decides to do it and closes her eyes. An American would probably draw a cross on their chest and pray to God. Let's go, Asa. Okay. 1, 2... Jump! While emitting a scream of relief, Asa glides through the air. After a few seconds, the scream is swallowed up by a small spray of water. Wow, she jumped pretty well. Could it be a new record? That was scary. Good job, Asa. You're now a sorting club member in name and reality. What is the meaning of this? A test of bravery? Well, it's like training to cultivate a sense of flying. Will you jump too, Yoru? I'll pass. I'm not in the soaring club, so... After our already established custom of jumping from the cliff, we began bathing in the sun, or rather, the lake. I wish Amane could have come too. There was no helping that. She's an adult, so she's busy with work. She was saying that she was bragging. But at least it seemed like she wanted to come. She can join us next time, right? Right. Kotori turns away in a huff. Kotori? What? About all that huffing and puffing, I wish you'd stop doing that. Leave me alone. She's still angry about our having peeked to her reply to the love letter the other day. Well, it's natural for her to be angry, but... Let's go, Ageha. Let's swim over there. Okay. Ageha was peeking the other day, too. What's with the difference in treatment? Oh no, someone's been turned down. Aoi, you can play with us. Thank you, I moved to tears by your kindness. Kotori doesn't actually seem that angry either. While she's huffing and puffing, she listens to what I have to say. She helps with preparing dinner and doesn't put up a fuss when I push her wheelchair out the way back from on the way back from the secret base. It's just that she acts like this, or acts like she was a moment ago. She takes parts of my dinner, hamburger steak, and eats them without asking. She loosens the cap of my bottle of cola in the fridge, letting all the carbonation out. That kind of thing. I don't know whether it's cute or spiteful. There was no changing her attitude, so I decided to play beach volleyball with Asa and the others. Ready? Okay. Whoa. We toss the ball and volley it around near the shore, where the water is shallow. Ready, Yoru? Nice toss, sis. Whoa! I've been attacked! Are you okay, Aoi? Oh, it went in your face. You hit it too hard, Yoru! Just what am I doing? Alright, I'm gonna have to cut it there, but we'll listen in on Katori and Ageha's private conversation in the next episode, so until then, peace out, y'all.